open your browser, go to classroom.google.com, log in with your school account, put in your password. Now to create a brand new class, you click on the plus sign up here. Once you click here, it will ask you whether you want to join a class or they would go ahead and join a class. For you as the instructor, you create the class. Put a name in for the class. Section. Create the class. Now, once you create the class, students need to register into your class, so they would need to put in their class code by using this code once they join the class. You can see who all your students are by clicking on this tab here. Right now, I currently don't have any students here, so it's blank. About the class, you can definitely put in the title of the class, any description, the room number. You can add any other things as you wish. Maybe an ebook or something like that if you want to do that. You can also invite other teachers to be co-teachers by clicking on invite teacher, and they will have the same privileges as you, with the only exception that they will not be able to delete the class because you own the class. For the sake of changing the background of this banner here, if you would like to change that, you can click on select theme, or you can select upload your own photo. Now we're going to go back to stream here. Now, in order for you to start assigning assignments on here, you can click on the plus here. You do have 4 different choices here. We use any past posts that you may have in any of your classes. Create a question, create an assignment, create an announcement. We're going to go ahead and create an announcement. To create an announcement, you just type in, if you want to welcome the class in, welcome class. And if you want to attach anything else there, you may do so by clicking on one of those. And you can also choose to repost the same posting to any other of your classes by selecting the proper classes. And then you would want to go ahead and just post. And there it is. You have your announcement. Now, students do have the ability to go ahead and add in any comments. Now, to create an assignment, which students can then submit digital assignments, you click on create assignment, and let's say you have a PDF file in which you want students to complete. Instead of giving them a handout, you have it ready to go here. Title this as protein synthesis homework, and you may, let's say, complete questions numbers 1 through 5. You can select the due date. You can choose that and put different dates in. You can put a time. You can be very specific to that. It will show you whether students have turned in late or whatnot. And then you can find things from your computer, from Google Drive, from YouTube, any link you want to take students to. I typically like to put things in Google Drive just for the sake that's easy access. I can just go ahead and link it, and it would be pretty easy to do so. Now I'm going to go ahead and click assign. Now I notice I didn't attach anything, but let's say if I did attach anything, students will see the attachment down here. Students do have the ability to also create their own Google document without you having to give them a document to begin with. So without doing so, students can add the document, and the document will automatically come up under as whatever you have written as a title, and then next to it would also put a hyphen with the student's first name and last name, however the student is registered through the school account. And you can definitely see how many students have completed the work and how many students have not completed the work. And then you can also create questions, and with questions such as, what is your favorite color? Okay, simple question. give them more instructions. You can choose to do so or not. If you want students to reply to each other, you click here. If you don't want students to see each other's work, and let's say you want to see just check for understanding to see where students are, then you go ahead and uncheck that. Students do have the ability to edit their own work, and you can click that. Otherwise, students will not be able to edit their own work, but I typically allow students to edit their own work. It just makes everything easier for me. Now you go ahead and click ask. Similar to that of the assignment, students, you can see who submitted in the work, who hasn't submitted the work. I'll tell you the number, and by you clicking on here, you can actually, you would see all the students' name here, under not done or done, and then you can see the students' work here. Now, for the purpose of this, I don't have any students here, so I'm gonna go take you to one of my classes, and let's just say I'm going to open up one of these periods. Here's my biology 5th period here. If I click on students here, these are all my students here. And going back to the stream, for example, here's one of the assignments that I did ask students to do over the weekend. And here's the title. I asked them, give them very specific instruction, and then I can see how many students have turned in. And right now, currently, it's due tomorrow, but I have 2 out of the 29 students who I have done. And I can just simply click on any of these, and it would take me to a screen that will allow me to tell me who are the students who have completed, or roughly see what students have attached, if there are any attachments, see a little bit of the work, and then you can definitely see who are all the students who have not completed the work. Now you do have the ability to go ahead and assign them points as well. One student had just turned in her work. Is to change this point system up here. Now you can change it to where it's ungraded, or if you want to go ahead and put in, let's say it's out of 4 points, you can do so. It will ask you to confirm. Just go ahead and update, and that would do that for you. Now, if you want to look at individual student work, you can just click on the student's work. It will go ahead and open up into a Google Doc. In this case, because students submitted in as Google Doc, you can definitely see their students' work, and you can see what I told you earlier, that you can see the title as is, and then the student's name next to the work, so you can know who the work belongs to. And then you can leave students private comments as you wish. So if you click on the individual student's name over here, you can leave them a private comment. Only that individual student who submitted the work will be able to see that comment. Once you're done, you can definitely highlight that, click return, and the assignment will be kicked right back to the student, letting the students know what their score is by you simply putting the grade here, any comments you left, and so forth. Oh, one other thing that's really good that you can definitely do with your students is you can actually email your students through here by clicking on students. You can highlight all of the students here, or under actions, you can actually click on email. And when you click on email, what it does is that it takes you to another tab in which it automatically links to your Google email, and you can go ahead and type one email and email it all to the students, whoever student is registered in that class. You do have the ability to remove certain students from the class as you wish.